And this one's going to be the toe touch, or you might call it a deadlift. Get those heavy weights, shoulders back and down, right leg forward. Here we go. So you're either going down to touch the toe, come up to the knee. You want to keep that front foot pressed into the floor. Level 1, you just barely come down. Stop at the knee. Level 2, you're going to try to put more weight on that leg by picking up your back leg and pointing it to the floor. Level 3 is a true one-legged deadlift with the rear leg in the air, not the floor. You knew that. So whichever one, you can switch between them. Okay, that's 10 seconds. So set that down. Curtsy squat. So remember, this is this one. Okay, good. Let's go. So you can do it fast and not deep, make it more cardio-like. Or you can do it nice and slow and really focus on this leg, pushing right up through the heel. And yes, you are on the same working leg. We did not change anything. We're getting all one side, then all the other side. Hey, you got, 7 seconds? But don't believe me. 2, 3. And that's that. Whew. Grab those heavy weights. We have the other leg. Now, if you can start with your right leg, just do the other leg. Shoulders back and down. Stomach tight. Let's go. And up. So again, just bending at the hips, reaching down to the toe or the floor, depends on your flexibility, and then just up to about the knee. Advanced would be having that rear foot slightly off the floor. So you can always leave the toe down there to help you with balance and not put weight on it. Pushing that heel right into the floor. There we go. So yes, same leg for the curtsy squat. Same leg. I don't know which way you want to start, but I'm going to start with the squat. Okay. And again, some people like to stay up high here and go real fast like this. Okay, I kind of like to do it slow, but it's all good. As far as level 1, 2, and 3, it's how deep you go. You might also just stick with the squat if you're really level 1. You might throw in just a couple of the curtsies for level 2. So always options. But the good news is, we're going back to the other leg. So grab that weight. And let's get ready. So last round here for this leg. Go. I know you were already starting with your posture. Perfect. Bending at the hips, not rounding the back. Exhaling on the way up. And as you get better with these, you're going to feel more and more of those hamstrings and glutes working. So really keep that heel glued. If you do start to feel some lower back, stop and rest. And then try to do 1 or 2 more. So I guess you could use the weight with the curtsy squat. Why not? That's a good question. Same foot. There we go. Yeah, you probably wouldn't go super fast on this one because obviously you're weight down, but you can do some of them with the weight, some without. Just make sure that foot is glued to the ground. You're driving your body straight up through that heel. So straight up. You better feel your butt by now. As you get stronger, you're going to feel it more. It's going to feel good. Last one. All right, 10 seconds rest. So get ready to do leg number 2. Shoulders are pinched and down away from your ears. You stay tight like a robot. Front knee is bent. Here we go. So remember your level 1, 2, or 3. And try to mix it up. And at the very least, attempt 1 repetition at level 3 or level 2, because on this one, the level 2 can be just as hard. And that's just having the toe touching the floor without weight on it. Good, pulling right through that hamstring and glute. Nice and tight. Good. Now, unfortunately, if you did the weights with the other one, you got to do it with this side too. So, pick whichever one you did, and let's go. Okay, pushing straight up. So don't let your body lean forward when you're coming through that transition. Body's nice and straight because you want all of your body weight to go through that heel to activate those glutes and hamstrings. Think at the top of your stomach being nice and tight and your shoulders pinched, like you're coming up for a breath of air out of the water. There we go, and that heel's glued, almost there. There you go. Now we might want to actually take this time or the next 30-second interval to stretch the quads, okay? So shoulders back and down, stomach tight, and then we can get in position. And no, you don't have to hold the stretch for 30 seconds, just until it feels good, or 10 seconds, whichever comes first. Always hold on to something. I don't have anything around me, but if you do, hold on to it. It's more important that you focus on the stretch than hop around on one foot, which can happen. All right, good. Bring that down and relax.